I'd like to give all praises to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honor to the elders, apostles, GMS who rule well. Salute you brothers pushing this word and truth to sincerity and strength and power, YAHAWASHI. Right, we are here to gather the elect of Israel, which consists of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Those are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites. All right, we're going to go into the lesson today and prophesy the downfall of America. You know, that's what we come out here to do. And we're going to go into the lesson today is after the destruction, what's going to take place on the earth. Because, you know, people always say, oh, the earth, when all this nuclear destruction happened, when World War III is ended, the earth is not going to exist no more. Now, we're going to go to Ecclesiastes, the first verse, and the first chapter, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse, I think it's 4. We're going to go there. Y'all bear with me. It's running past my pages. Right? Damn, going past shit. Going right past. Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passeth away and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. So when this nuclear destruction happened on the earth, right, the earth is still gonna be here. The whole earth is not gonna be desolate and wiped out, and the earth is just gonna explode like on the movies. Okay, that ain't gonna happen. Okay, what's gonna take place is these missiles gonna hit the earth, and the earth is still gonna be habitable. Okay, the earth abideth forever. Okay, it says, it's Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passed away and another generation cometh. You know, those are spirits. Everybody coming back, being brought back on the earth. Okay, but the earth abideth forever. So the earth abideth forever. So the earth is still gonna be here. Okay, after the nuclear destruction. All right, we're gonna go into 1 Corinthians. All right, the water. All right. We're gonna go into 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. Right?
Hey,
all right, what's going on? What's going on, brother?
What's up? What's up?
All right, y'all know what y'all looking at?
Yes, sir, I do.
You know what you looking at? What you looking at?
You know what I'm saying? For a transmitter, I know what the type of doing.
Okay. Where you learn that from?
Just across, you know what I'm saying? Philander Smith.
Oh, you went to Philander Smith?
Hey, this really amazed me for real, though. This really crazy. I ain't think nobody did this out here.
Yeah. Where you been looking at that? On the web? See, that's the beautiful thing about it. See, this truth is on the web, man. And that's the beautiful thing that a lot of brothers, you know, hear the word on the internet. You know, hear the word on the internet. Right. A lot of brothers don't actually come by and actually see us out here standing. Yeah. Okay, a lot of brothers see us on the web, but it's a beautiful thing, and that's why we out here, so brothers can see us in the flesh by standing right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when brothers got questions, you know, you shoot your questions at brothers that's teaching. That's what you do. Now, who you been watching? You know the group's name. Who you been watching?
I know Dr. Omar Johnson.
Well, Dr. Omar Johnson, he's a Pan-African. He's a so-called Pan-African. Okay. Pan-African. That's not even on nationality. Okay. What Dr. Omar Johnson is trying to do is he got some good ideas, but the ideas that he have is not going to come to pass. Why? Because America going to be destroyed. Okay, so he got some good ideas for the so-called black people, but he's embracing Pan-African, and there's no such thing as a nationality as Pan-African. Give me that table of nations with all the nations on it. It's no such thing as Pan-African, and you know, once you do a little research, right? When you dive into the real meaning of Africa, it goes back to a so-called white man named Leo Scipio Africana. So he calling himself a Pan-African. He calling himself after a so-called white man, which he knows is the root problem of our situation. So he's still calling himself after a so-called white man and thinking that he gonna raise money and build a school, right? And build a school in order to educate our people, teach our people about the system. When this system right here, we've been over it for 500 years, and this system has completely destroyed our nationality, completely lost our way. So what you're trying to do is make it happen for us in the system which is designed to destroy us. It ain't gonna work, okay? That ain't gonna work. But like I said, he got some good ideas, but those ideas ain't gonna work because what our people need to do is come back to the Bible, okay? And as well as you know, I don't know if you've I don't know if you've been raised up in churches. Not all of us. Some of us, our grandmothers try to make us go, but we'll rebel and leave. You know what I'm saying? But not all of us have been in them churches. But the ones who have been in there, when you go in there, they teach you about the Bible, but they use it to manipulate the people's mind and to get money out of it. Okay, they'll read out the Bible, okay, but they don't really break it down and explain to you what it's really talking about. All they want to do is get your money. Yeah. That's what it's designed. That's what it's designed for. It's a business to get your money. But going back to this right here, the Bible has nations in it. It's 18 nations on the earth, okay, and everybody has a nationality on the earth. And going back to Dr. Umar Johnson, he said he'll praying African. That word African is nowhere in the scripture. Right. And then they'll try to say, oh, well, I don't deal with religion. No, this is not no religion. Yeah. Okay? This is what this Bible is a covenant, okay, which was given to the children of Israel. That's what it is. And it deals with nationality. It don't deal with religion. Because the word religion means to bind up or hold something back. It's a Latin word, religio. Yeah. So when you go into those churches, what you're doing is learning religion. And when you learn religion, you don't learn the truth because they lie to you in there. They don't break the Bible down fully. Okay. So this is not a religion. But if you ask, it's a nationality. Right. And if you ask what Dr. Umar Johnson was raised in, he was raised to believe in the Quran. That's what he embraced, Islam. Yeah, he's a Muslim, but he don't know the root of that Quran. He don't know that, okay? Because the root of the Quran, which the Negroes and that was ruling the Catholic Church created the Quran to control them Arabs when we was trying to get back the land of Jerusalem. Okay. So we created that Quran and gave it to them Arabs, which it was some bullshit. Okay? We gave it to them Arabs thinking that we was gonna control them, and it backfired on them. And that shit took off. That's what it did. Okay. But you had our people embrace it. You had some of our people embrace it during the time because they was getting killed and put to death by them Arabs. And the Arabs was part of the transatlantic slave trade, okay? The Arabs was part of the transatlantic slave trade, and they were selling us in slavery. So Dr. Umar Johnson don't know what he's truly embracing is confusion. He's embracing the Quran, and he's embracing Africa, okay?
Hey, okay. I was told the boat we rode upon across the water,
right?
And Jesus.
Yeah, that was one of them.
The letter J was dependent in the 1600s.
Right.
YAHAWASHI, right?
Yeah, well, the how you say the Heavenly Father's son name, how you say it is YAHAWASHI. That's how you say it in the Hebrew. Yeah, because there's no you in the Hebrew. Matter of fact, I'll show you in the back of mine. Yeah, well, you can go on Google Images and you know what I'm saying, and get the Hebrew. Yeah. Now in the back, like I have the Hebrew alphabet right here, and when you look at it, you see no J and you see no U in that alphabet.
Straight up.
Okay, there you go, right there, as you can see. Yeah, there's no J There's no J or no U in the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, but how you would say the Lord's name, who the word literally called Jesus, is YAHAWASHI, and which you're right. It was no J. Yeah. It was no J during the time the Lord was on the scene. Yeah. Okay, that what that is I'm gonna slow it down, but I'm gonna explain it the best way I can to you. Right. What that is a transliteration. Okay, you got a translation and you got a transliteration. Okay, a transliteration meaning you don't actually go to the Hebrew and translate it from Hebrew to English. Okay. What they did was they took the Greek language and translated that Greek language into English. And what that is a Greek form of saying Jesus. Okay, that's what that is, a transliteration. Okay. Like they wrote down the Greek and they translated it into English. Okay, that's a transliteration. But okay, they didn't take the Hebrew, okay, and translate it into English. They did the Greek. So when you go back and you look up the letter J, it was no letter J in the Greek alphabet. Okay, it was it was an I. Okay, so it was a transliteration of a Greek transliteration of the Greek to English. Okay, that's what they did. But the Lord Himself spoke Hebrew. Now I'm gonna prove that to you. Okay, this Acts. This Acts. To get to that Hebrew, this Acts, this Acts 26, this Acts 26 and 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me, and saying in the Hebrew tongue, okay, in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecute thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the prick, meaning a driven spirit. Okay, so I continue to read, and he said, and I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am YAHAWASHI, whom thou persecute. But it got the word Jesus there. Okay, but he spoke Hebrew. Okay, so when they translated this, they did a transliteration from the Greek into English. But the Lord Himself spoke Hebrew. That's Acts 26 and 14 and 15. Okay, that's where we at. Okay, so the Lord name, who the word literally called Jesus, is in Hebrew. Okay? Yeah. Now, as like I was saying, you got 18 nations on this earth, and everybody has a nationality. Okay? Everybody has a nationality. And what our people don't understand is the history and having to look up, understanding history and having to look up words. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, which is our people, don't understand that. They don't understand that they've been changed, and they don't understand that that's what they have to do if the Spirit of the Heavenly Father and His Son is bestowed on them to do that. But that's what they have to do. They have to understand history, and they have to look up words, which it seemed like you did when you came up and said it was no letter J into the 1630 or the 1700. Right. You know, so that's part of the confusion that our people are embracing, and that's what's gonna get them destroyed if they don't snap out of it. Okay. All right. Now read this again. It's Acts 26 and 14.
Hey, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go into the exam. I'm gonna come
back. All right, Shalom. All right, Shalom. Come right back. All right. This Acts 26 and 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me, saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecute thou me? It is hard for me to kick against the pricks. It is hard for me to kick against the. I read that again. It's Acts 26 and 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecute thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks